Could a single phone call, a mere whisper across the airwaves, truly reroute the destiny of an entire league, shattering one dynasty before it even began and forging another in its place? Imagine for a moment the seismic shift in NBA history that hinged on a conversation, a pitch, a moment of persuasion that forever altered the landscape of professional basketball. Because that's precisely the staggering revelation that has just emerged from the lips of a legend, a confession that peels back the curtain on one of the most pivotal free agency periods in sports history, leaving us all to wonder, what if the summer of 2010 was a crucible of anticipation, a free agency period unlike any before it? The league held its breath, poised on the precipice of a new era, as a constellation of superstars prepared to make decisions that would reshape franchises and define legacies. At the epicenter of this swirling vortex of speculation stood three titans: LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwyane Wade. Their choices were destined to reverberate for years, but the narrative we've always known, the one etched into the annals of basketball lore, tells a tale of a preordained super team in South Beach. Now, Dwyane Wade, the very heart and soul of that Miami Heat dynasty, has dropped a bombshell, revealing that the story we thought we knew was, in fact, just one turn of the kaleidoscope, and that his path, and with it the entire NBA, was almost irrevocably different. Speaking with his former teammates Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller on the OG show, Wade, known for his candor and deep connection to the game, unveiled a truth that sent ripples of shock through the basketball world. His voice, tinged with a blend of reflection and lingering surprise, painted a vivid picture of his mindset heading into that fateful summer. "I was like, man, I'm going back home. I'm going to Chicago," Wade recounted, the words hanging heavy in the air. "I played 7 years here. I won a championship. It's time." This wasn't a fleeting thought, a casual consideration. This was his mentality. The 13-time All-Star, the electrifying 2006 NBA Finals MVP, was prepared to return to the Windy City, to don the iconic red and black, and to bring his unparalleled talent to the Chicago Bulls, the team he grew up idolizing. For years, the narrative held that Miami was always the primary contender for Wade's services, a natural fit for the franchise icon. While Wade himself confirmed that the Heat remained in there for him, he unequivocally stated that his personal compass was pointing north towards the city that shaped him. Then came the call. "I got that call, man. I got that call from number 6. Wade revealed, a subtle smile playing on his lips, referencing none other than LeBron James. The sheer weight of that moment, the power of that single outreach, was palpable even years later. Mike Miller, who was himself deeply involved in the intricate dance of those 2010 free agency discussions, couldn't hide his astonishment during the interview, interjecting, "I was shocked when that happened." Wade's response, delivered with a knowing nod, echoed the sentiment, "You and me both." What transpired on that call was a masterclass in recruitment, a quiet, almost clandestine operation that reshaped the league. Wade elaborated on the conversation. "Bron was on the call, I was on the call, our agents were on the call, and they was explaining to us on that call that the Miami Heat quietly had did enough so they can get 3-star players. It wasn't just a friendly chat. It was a strategic revelation, a carefully orchestrated unveiling of a plan so audacious, so revolutionary, that it immediately eclipsed any other possibility. The idea of forming a super team, of combining forces with 2 other generational talents, was simply too compelling to resist. It was a vision of shared glory, of collective dominance, that pulled Wade away from the emotional pull of home and towards a destiny that would redefine the NBA. And so, the Big Three was born. Dwyane Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh converged in Miami, igniting a firestorm of anticipation and, for many, outright disdain. What followed was one of the most successful and scrutinized runs in modern NBA history. From 2011 to 2014, the Heat became the undisputed kings of the Eastern Conference, making for consecutive NBA Finals appearances. They captured back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013, solidifying their place in the pantheon of great teams. Their brand of high-flying, fast-paced basketball, anchored by Wade's slithering drives, James's unparalleled all-around brilliance and Bosch's versatile scoring and defense captivated audiences and frustrated opponents. They were more than just a team, they were a cultural phenomenon, redefining the very concept of player empowerment and setting the blueprint for the super team model that would proliferate across the league in the years to come. LeBron James, now 40 years old and embarking on his 23rd NBA season with the Los Angeles Lakers, recently opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, a testament to his enduring greatness, a greatness that was undeniably forged and amplified during his transformative years in Miami. But let's pause for a moment and truly grapple with the magnitude of Wade's revelation. What if that phone call never happened? What if Wade had indeed followed his heart and returned to Chicago? The implications are staggering. The alternate timeline, a tantalizing, what if that could have fundamentally altered the course of NBA history? Consider the Chicago Bulls of the early 2010s. They were a team on the cusp of greatness, a squad brimming with talent, grit, and a burgeoning superstar in Derrick Rose. The 2010-11 season, the very season after Wade's free agency decision, saw the Bulls finish with the best record in the entire league, a remarkable 62-20, led by the electrifying 2011 MVP Derrick Rose, a fearless, explosive point guard who attacked the rim with reckless abandon. The Bulls were a defensive juggernaut under the tutelage of Coach Tom Thibodeau. Their core featured the tenacious defense and quiet leadership of Luol Deng, the relentless energy and vocal intensity of Joakim Noah, and a roster filled with hard-nosed, committed role players. They were a team built on toughness, effort, and a suffocating defense that choked the life out of opponents. Now inject Dwyane Wade, at the absolute peak of his powers, into that lineup. Imagine the offensive firepower. Rose's explosive drives and mid-range game, complemented by Wade's masterful post-up game, his uncanny ability to get to the rim, and his clutch shot-making. The defensive potential would have been off the charts. Wade, a perennial all-defensive team candidate alongside the defensive prowess of Deng and Noah, would have created a suffocating perimeter and interior defense that could have rivaled any in league history. The Bulls, already a dominant force, would have transformed into an unstoppable juggernaut, a true championship favorite. The Eastern Conference landscape would have been irrevocably reshaped. Instead of the Heat dominating the East, routinely clashing with and ultimately overcoming formidable challengers like Boston, Chicago, and Indiana en route to their finals appearances, it could have been the Bulls who established an iron grip on the conference. The Heat, without Wade, would have been a very different team, perhaps still featuring LeBron and Bosch, but lacking the critical third piece, the emotional leader, the clutch performer that Wade embodied. Would they have still won championships? It's highly doubtful. The very foundation of the Big Three era, the super team model that redefined the league, might never have taken hold in the same way. The butterfly effect of that single phone call is almost too immense to fully comprehend. Dwyane Wade did eventually get his chance to play for his hometown team, joining the Bulls for the 2016-17 season. It was a full-circle moment, a brief and poignant return to the city that loved him, but it was a different Wade, a different Bulls team, and a different era. The what-if of 2010, however, remains a persistent phantom, a tantalizing glimpse into an alternate reality where the Bulls might have hoisted multiple Larry O'Brien trophies, and the Heat's dynasty might have remained a tantalizing unfulfilled dream. Wade's legacy, of course, is already cemented. He was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2023, a fitting tribute to a career defined by brilliance, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to winning. The Heat retired his iconic number 3 jersey in 2020, forever cementing his status as the most iconic player in franchise history, a testament to the championships he brought to South Beach. But even with all the accolades, this new revelation adds a layer of intrigue, a profound sense of the delicate balance upon which sporting history often rests. What does this bombshell revelation mean to you? Does it change how you view the Heat dynasty or the Bulls of that era? How do you think the league would have unfolded if Wade had gone home to Chicago? Share your wildest what-if scenarios in the comments below, because this is the kind of revelation that ignites endless debate and fuels our passion for the game. And if this deep dive into a pivotal moment in NBA history captivated you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive insights and untold stories that bring the game to life.